Fans of Cameron Boyce knew him best from the Disney Channel original movie series Descendants, and now just 5 months after his death, the rest of the cast are in discussion about whether or not they should continue the franchise without him. What's up, you guys? It's Drew Dorsey here with Clever News, and both of the leading ladies from Descendants spoke recently about their hopes and expectations for the future of the series. Cameron tragically passed of an epileptic seizure earlier in July of this year, and shortly after, his friends and co-stars have all come out to support Cameron's legacy as an activist and an artist. His sister, Maya Boyce, started a campaign in Cameron's honor called Wielding Peace. It features a collection of images that feature people from all walks of life wielding guns. The catch, though, what each person is wielding is actually made of everyday objects that represent unity and peace, like flowers or a paintbrush. Catherine McNamara and Nolan Gould both took photos for the campaign honoring Cameron's memory. There was also a clothing line that was made by Cameron's family and close family friend designer Veronica Gray. The clothing line, called Archives, also contains clothes with a message, and some pieces that featured fabric and patches that were taken right from Cameron's personal wardrobe. And more of Cameron's friends took part in this campaign, like China Ann McClain and Boo Boo Stewart. China posted a photo saying, "I'm so proud of Cam every day." And now that Cameron's legacy is being honored in a way that he would most likely want, the rest of his co-stars are talking about continuing his Disney Channel legacy by continuing on with the Descendants franchise. Immediately after his death in July, Disney shelved all plans that they had for Descendants 4. According to the cast, Disney did not want to pressure them into making a movie that they were uncomfortable with and wanted them to eventually decide whether it was worth revisiting on a later date. The third Descendants movie came out very shortly after Cameron died and was a massive success, as the other Descendants movies were as well. And now they still have some mixed feelings about picking up where they left off. Earlier this month, Dove Cameron also said that making another movie isn't necessarily out of the realm of possibility. She said, "What happened was so incredibly heart-wrenching for all of us and something we could not recover from. And so I think that the idea of making another movie, while it would be nostalgic for all of us, and while it would be healing in a lot of ways, it might also be super wrong." That's why they would have to have an airtight plot line and a well-thought-out way to include Cameron in the movie without actually including him in the movie. But the first step is getting everyone on board wholeheartedly. So it could go either way, Dove said, and it depends on how we're all feeling, and I think that the beautiful thing that Disney has done is that they have very much created a safe space for the cast to be wherever they're at. They canceled everything when Cameron passed, and I know they want what's in all of our best interests, so we'll see. Unfortunately, Dove also said that she doubts there will be another movie, but nevertheless, we'll see. I understand why she would be uncomfortable doing another movie without him. The two were really close friends when he passed away, and it's just sad. Sophia Carson, who plays Evie in the series, spoke to Entertainment Tonight back in November about the possibility of reprising her role a fourth time, saying, "The Descendants franchise changed all of our lives. I don't think any of us can imagine it without Cameron." When they asked if she would come back for another movie, she gave a very cryptic, "I love Evie." She ended by saying, "Who knows what the future holds." Certainly, it is still very early for them to decide whether or not they'll make another movie. Typically, there have been 2 years in between each Descendants film. The first came out in 2015, the second in 2017, and the third and final film came out earlier this year in 2019. So while they might not be ready now, there's always a possibility that they can find a way to honor his character in the future. In October, she hinted that there might be something else coming from the Descendants franchise, if not a fourth movie. She said, "I may or may not have heard something about something that I might be doing involving the franchise. I would never say that it's over, but I also would never confirm anything at this time. I would be open to doing more." So maybe it's a spin-off series perhaps, or something else entirely. She hinted at Disney's plans to continue the magical world of our favorite supervillains. I know that Disney has been very specific about saying that this world doesn't really ever end. It goes on forever, and the possibilities are endless. And looking past the emotions of it all, Dove thinks that it would be smart to continue with Descendants. She said, "To be completely honest, as an actor who is not beholden to Disney, I would say that I think it would be smart for them to capitalize on the brand that they created. I think it would be smart to do maybe a spin-off with maybe the younger characters." So while Dove, Sophia, and Boo Boo might not be in a spin-off version, it could be a nice way to usher in a new generation of young Disney stars. And meanwhile, they could honor Cameron as well as everyone else in the original Descendants cast for years to come. What do you guys think about it? Would you like to see another Descendants movie, or is it too soon? Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And then click that subscribe button if you want to see all the videos we'll be dropping from now on, and click right over here for even more entertainment news. Thanks so much for watching Clever. I'm your host, Drew Dorsey, and I'll see you next time.